Have you ever felt like the days are slipping through your fingers? One moment, you're vibrant and full of life, and the next, you're stepping into your later years. Time, it seems, moves faster with age. Suddenly, you're at a point where reflection becomes key. How are we truly living this phase of life? But here's a truth to hold on to. Just because we're aging doesn't mean we must surrender our self-respect or inner strength, right? In fact, getting older can be one of the most meaningful chapters of our lives, especially when approached with a stoic mindset. If we're mindful of certain habits, which can subtly take over our behavior, we can maintain not just dignity, but also an enduring sense of purpose. Today, I'll share with you 9 behaviors that often sneak into our lives as we age. These habits can influence not only how we see ourselves, but also how others perceive us. You won't want to miss this, because these insights, grounded in Stoic principles, could completely transform how you navigate your golden years. Stick around, and you'll walk away with wisdom on how to grow older with grace, resilience, and clarity. Before we get started, if you're enjoying this content so far, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment with a 2 if you're finding value. If you have suggestions for improvement, leave a heart and a 7 to let me know how I can do better. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss new content packed with valuable life lessons from Stoic Rise Up. Let's continue this journey of growth together. First, let's be mindful of how much space we're taking up in conversations. Instead of dominating the conversation, it's essential to focus on being an active, thoughtful listener. This means genuinely allowing others the space to share their thoughts and experiences. When it's our turn to speak, aim for calmness and balance, choosing our words carefully. Rather than always redirecting the conversation back to our own lives or stories, take the time to ask meaningful questions and engage deeply with what the other person is saying. This not only shows respect, but also creates a connection that feels authentic. Think about the last time someone truly listened to you, without interruption or judgment. It probably felt like a rare gift, a sign that the person cared about what you had to say. We can offer this same gift to others by simply being present and listening attentively. Now, reflect for a moment. Have you ever noticed yourself talking too much in a conversation? How did the people around you react? Did they seem engaged, or were they checking their phones or glancing around the room? By taking a pause to reflect on these moments, we can be more mindful in the future. The Stoic approach reminds us to be intentional with our words and actions, valuing the present moment and the people we are with. Being a good listener not only strengthens relationships, but also helps us grow wiser. It reminds us that, while our experiences are valuable, there is always something new to learn from the perspectives of others. 2. Excessive bragging or boasting. This next point might catch you off guard. As we grow older, it's natural to feel proud of what we've accomplished, whether it's our careers, our children, or even our financial success. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with being proud of these things. The problem arises when that pride transforms into excessive boasting. It's easy to slip into a habit of talking about ourselves and our achievements in ways that can seem, well, a bit too much. When this happens, it can have unintended consequences. Instead of drawing people closer, constant boasting can actually push them away. For those who may be going through difficult times, whether in their career, family life, or personal struggles, hearing someone repeatedly talk about their own success can leave them feeling inadequate. Consider this. Have you ever been around someone who endlessly praises their perfect children, their ideal life, or their unmatched achievements? It can be disheartening, especially for those who are facing hardships of their own. Boasting doesn't just create distance. It can also unintentionally make others feel inferior, and that's not the kind of connection we're striving for, is it? Before you share your next story of success, take a pause and ask yourself, is it necessary? Is there a way to express your pride that is more humble and considerate of the other person's feelings? Sometimes, the greatest strength lies in letting your actions speak for themselves without needing to highlight them. True accomplishment doesn't need to be broadcasted. It shines naturally in how we live our lives and treat others. So the next time you catch yourself on the verge of boasting, reflect on how it may come across. Have you ever boasted without realizing it? How did the people around you react? And how did you feel afterward? Being mindful of this can help you maintain stronger, more genuine relationships where respect and humility foster a deeper connection. 3. Judging others too quickly. As we age, we've undoubtedly encountered a wide range of people and experiences, haven't we? It's natural to think that after all these years, we've gotten pretty good at reading people, forming quick impressions based on just a couple of interactions. But here's an important reminder. Quick judgments can often lead us astray. How many times have you met someone and immediately thought, I know exactly what kind of person this is, only to realize later that you were completely off? Rushing to conclusions about others can prevent us from forming genuine connections. It closes the door on opportunities to understand the richness and complexity of someone's true character. There's a reason for the old saying, don't judge a book by its cover. As we get older, this wisdom becomes even more relevant. People are rarely as simple as they first appear, and life continues to surprise us with the layers of depth others carry. When we judge too quickly, we risk missing out on meaningful relationships and valuable insights. Instead of jumping to conclusions, let's take a stoic approach. Slow down, observe, and remain open. Rather than assuming we know someone's story, ask yourself, what can I learn from this person? How might I be surprised by their experiences or perspectives? This shift in mindset fosters a deeper sense of curiosity and compassion, leading to more fulfilling and enriching interactions. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever judged someone prematurely, only to discover later that your initial assessment was wrong? Those experiences can be humbling, but they also serve as valuable lessons. Being more mindful and compassionate in how we approach others allows us to see beyond the surface and truly appreciate the unique qualities each person brings into our lives. For neglecting your appearance, here's something to consider. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and thought, I feel really good about myself? As we grow older, it's easy to let certain habits slip, especially when it comes to taking care of our appearance. You might catch yourself thinking, does it really matter anymore? After all, isn't inner beauty what truly counts? While that's absolutely true, there's more to the story. Yes, inner beauty is what ultimately defines us, but taking care of our outward appearance can significantly impact how we feel inside. It's not about vanity, it's about self-respect. When we invest time in ourselves, whether it's through a fresh haircut, wearing clean, comfortable clothes, or simply sticking to a regular grooming routine, it sends a message. It shows the world, and ourselves, that we still value who we are. That act of care can boost our pride, confidence, and sense of vitality. Think about how much better you feel after a little self-care. Whether it's a trip to the salon, putting on an outfit that makes you feel good, or just taking an extra few minutes in the morning to prepare for the day. These small actions can lift our mood and bring a sense of energy that resonates with others. On the flip side, when we stop caring about how we present ourselves, it can lead to feelings of lethargy or even sadness over time. Maintaining our appearance, along with our emotional well-being, helps us retain a sense of dignity and joy, no matter our age. So ask yourself, have you let certain things slide when it comes to how you take care of yourself? What small steps could you take today that might make you feel more vibrant and confident? Remember, it's never too late to reinvest in yourself. You deserve it. 5. Expecting respect simply because of your age. This last point is a big one, and it's something many of us face as we grow older. It's easy to feel that we're automatically entitled to respect because of the many years we've lived, the experiences we've had, and the sacrifices we've made. After all, we've contributed so much to our families and communities, right? Shouldn't that alone count for something? Of course, it does. But here's the hard truth. Respect isn't something that's simply handed out. It's something we must continue to earn, regardless of age. In today's world, younger generations are different. They're more inquisitive, more independent, and far more willing to challenge traditional authority. They're not as quick to offer deference based purely on age. This can be frustrating for many of us, especially when we feel our years of experience should automatically command respect. But if we demand respect rather than earn it through our actions and attitudes, we may find ourselves disappointed, or worse, feeling disconnected from the very people we care about. Respect is, and always will be, a two-way street. If we want to be respected by younger people, we have to extend that same respect to them in return. This means showing humility, listening with an open mind, and being kind. Elders who are willing to put aside their pride, compromise, and truly listen will naturally earn the respect they deserve. On the other hand, insisting on respect simply because of age can lead to resentment and distance. So think about your relationships with younger generations. Are you earning their respect through your actions and attitude, or are you expecting it without question? Aging gracefully isn't just about years passing by, it's about how we handle those years. How we treat others plays a huge role in the quality of our later life. Aging is inevitable, but how we age, that's within our control. By being mindful of habits like these, we can ensure that we don't just grow older, but grow wiser, with dignity, grace, and stronger connections to those around us. I hope today's conversation has provided some useful insights for navigating this stage of life. If you found it helpful, be sure to like this video and comment with a 2 to show your support. And if there's anything we can improve, leave a heart and a 7 to let us know. We're always open to growth. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to Go Hard Journey for more content filled with insights, wisdom, and support as we continue this journey together. Until next time, take care, stay graceful, and keep pursuing a life full of dignity, joy, and purpose. 6. Losing touch with technology. In today's world, technology is everywhere, whether we're using it to communicate, stay informed, or connect with loved ones. But as we age, it's easy to feel like technology is evolving faster than we can keep up with. New gadgets, apps, and social media platforms can seem overwhelming, leading many older adults to simply avoid them altogether. However, there's an important reality we need to face. Staying connected in today's world often means staying connected to technology. If we cut ourselves off from it, we run the risk of becoming isolated, not just from our friends and family, but also from the broader world around us. And that isolation can contribute to feelings of loneliness and disconnection, which can have a significant impact on our well-being. The good news is that you don't have to be a tech wizard to stay engaged. Even learning the basics, like how to use a smartphone, video call your loved ones, or navigate social media, can go a long way in helping you feel more connected and in touch with the people you care about. It's not just about communication either. Younger generations rely heavily on texting, apps, and online platforms to stay in touch. By learning these tools, you open up new opportunities to bridge the gap and strengthen your relationships with them. But beyond staying connected to family and friends, technology can make life easier in practical ways too. Whether it's ordering groceries online, managing your healthcare through apps, or using GPS to get around, embracing technology can provide a sense of independence that becomes even more valuable as we age. So when was the last time you tried to learn something new about technology? It could be as simple as asking a younger family member to help you, or signing up for a free class at your local library. Don't let technology intimidate you. Once you embrace it, you might be amazed at how much it can enrich your life. From staying close to loved ones to making daily tasks easier, technology has the power to enhance your independence and keep you feeling connected to the world around you. 7. Alienating yourself by resisting change. Change is a constant in life, but that doesn't mean it's always easy to handle. As we age, many of us become more comfortable with routines and familiar ways of doing things. We know what we like, and we've built habits that work for us, so the idea of shaking things up, even a little, can feel daunting. But here's an important thing to remember. Resisting change can actually lead to frustration, isolation, and even sadness over time. If we hold on too tightly to the past, we risk losing touch with the present and with the people who matter most to us. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself saying, things just aren't like they used to be? Or wondering, why does everything have to change? It's perfectly natural to feel nostalgic for the past, especially when so much of our world is shifting around us. But if that nostalgia hardens into resistance, we might miss out on the beauty and opportunities that the present moment has to offer. Here's the key. Change doesn't mean letting go of who we are or what we value. It simply means finding ways to adapt while still staying true to ourselves. Whether that means learning to use new technology, exploring a new hobby, or adjusting to major life changes like retirement, being open to change allows us to continue growing and evolving. It helps us stay engaged with the world around us, rather than feeling like we're being left behind. So how do you personally feel about change? Do you tend to embrace it, or do you find yourself resisting it? Take a moment to consider how welcoming change, rather than fighting against it, might bring new joy, excitement, and fulfillment into your life. By staying open to new experiences, we can continue to learn, connect, and thrive, no matter what stage of life we're in. 8. After all, planning for things like estate management, healthcare decisions, or funeral arrangements can feel overwhelming. Even though it can be uncomfortable, the reality is that failing to plan for the future can leave our loved ones in tough situations when the inevitable happens. There's an old saying, hope for the best, but plan for the worst, and it holds true now more than ever. Having a clear plan in place isn't just about finding peace of mind for ourselves. It's about making sure that our wishes are honored and our loved ones are cared for when the time comes. So, when was the last time you reviewed your will, checked your insurance policies, or made sure your healthcare directives are up to date? If it's been a while, now is the perfect time to take another look. These are not just financial and legal tasks. They're acts of love and responsibility. Taking the time to plan ahead ensures that we relieve our families of unnecessary stress and confusion down the road. Planning for the future is one of the most empowering decisions we can make. It gives us control over how our affairs will be handled and guarantees that we leave behind a legacy of responsibility, care, and thoughtfulness for those we hold dear. 9. Ignoring mental health. Mental health is just as vital as physical health, yet it's something many older adults tend to overlook. As we age, we often face significant changes, whether it's the loss of loved ones, shifts in our daily routines, or the physical challenges that come with getting older. These changes can take a heavy toll on our mental well-being. It's easy to dismiss feelings of sadness, loneliness, or anxiety as simply part of getting older. But the truth is, mental health issues are common in older adults and should be taken seriously. Depression and anxiety don't care how old we are. Many older adults suffer in silence, thinking that these feelings are just an inevitable part of aging. But here's an important point. Mental health challenges are treatable, no matter what stage of life we're in. There are numerous resources available, from therapy and counseling to support groups and medication. The key is to recognize that struggling emotionally doesn't have to be a permanent state, and help is always within reach. If you've been feeling down, lonely, or emotionally drained, don't hesitate to seek support. Talking to a therapist or counselor, joining a local social group, or even just opening up to trusted friends and family can make a world of difference. Taking care of your mental health is just as crucial as looking after your physical health, and it plays a major role in your overall well-being and quality of life. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness, and it can lead to a more joyful, connected, and fulfilling life. 10. Withdrawing from social connections. As we grow older, many of us start to pull away from our social circles. Whether it's due to retirement, health challenges, or the loss of close friends and family, isolation becomes a very real issue for many older adults. But here's an important reminder. Staying socially connected is vital at every age, and it becomes even more critical as we age. Loneliness and social isolation don't just affect our mental health. They can lead to increased feelings of depression, anxiety, and even have a negative impact on our physical well-being. However, staying socially active doesn't have to mean attending large events or going out all the time. It can be as simple as making regular phone calls to friends, joining a book club, or scheduling small gatherings with family members. Even these small, meaningful interactions can have a tremendous effect on how connected and supported we feel. If you've noticed that your social circle has gotten smaller as you've aged, now is the time to take proactive steps to rebuild those connections. Consider volunteering for a cause that matters to you, joining a local group that meets regularly, or simply reaching out to an old friend for a chat. These connections, no matter how big or small, provide a sense of community that can make a huge difference in your overall happiness and health. Never underestimate the power of social interaction. Community is important, and even a few close relationships can add richness and fulfillment to your life, keeping you more engaged and emotionally supported as you navigate the later years. Embracing aging with grace and purpose. Aging is a natural part of life, but how we approach it truly makes all the difference. By being mindful of certain habits and intentionally working to avoid them, we can embrace aging with grace, dignity, and joy. But it's not just about avoiding pitfalls. It's also about staying open to new experiences, remaining curious, and staying engaged with the world around us. Continue to learn, grow, and foster meaningful connections. Take care of both your mental and physical health, and above all, be kind to yourself and those around you. Aging with grace is about more than just the years we've lived. It's about how we choose to live the years ahead. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and reflect with me. I hope these insights have sparked some thoughtful reflection and perhaps inspired you to make small changes that will lead to a more fulfilling and graceful life as you continue your journey. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and comment with a 1. And if you have suggestions for improvement, leave a heart and a 1-1. Be sure to subscribe to Sodic Rise Up for more content filled with wisdom, grace, and inspiration. Until next time, embrace your journey with purpose. You've truly earned it.